All right. Well, that's what's happened. So, I've done a few things. I've sent her a message this morning asking some questions, saying I need your honest answer on these questions only. It was around being, wow. So I've spent last night hysterically crying a lot. I've woken up this morning as well, in tears. So lots of things have happened, but so I'm struggling, and I wanted to show you the real deal. So the ex is at a festival 3 weeks after we've split apart. Let's backtrack. So takes me somewhere for my birthday, breaks up with me 4 days before my birthday. We spend 3 weeks in each other's presence where she continues to just do narcotics and eat herself into a coma and gains 10 kilos to avoid feeling anything. Then as we leave, and has no remorse, no option for talking about it, has made up her mind, just very out of the blue, promised she would never do that, literally disrespected our entire relationship and all the effort that it was put into. So I hold everything together. Comes back, she says, I'm just gonna do drugs for the next 3 months, or the next 2 months to avoid feeling anything. And I'm like, but you're meant to feel it. Like, don't avoid your problems, it's gonna be worse. Like, so I'm gonna be feeling my feelings alone. Cool. Like, could not convince her, made her tell her parents that she was gonna do it all because I feel unsafe, etc. So she's continued to do various amounts of drugs while sending me different messages, like within a week saying, actually it's over, it's never gonna be ever together. Stop contacting me. You can't say that you miss me because it's over, it's done, while not sleeping on copious amounts of drugs. So I'm still like, okay, you're on narcotics at the moment, talk to me when you're not. And then like, you can't tell a person what to do, but you ask them anyway. So I'm feeling this, right? Fuck. So I'm feeling that. Then she's already gone to a festival, and like a hippie festival. We went together firsthand, introduced her, and she doesn't know how to socialize with people outside of sexual interaction. So she gets a lot of attention sexually, so she usually runs around naked and tries to get attention. And she leaves to this festival, and she's come back, she's had a great time by doing copious amounts of drugs for the last 5 days. Copious. Love drugs, and posting up photos of her semi-naked everywhere with a lot of people. 3 weeks after it. My business also yesterday, half of it, majority of it is going to get shut down because it's getting sued. So, and after all of that weekend, she sends message like, hey, you okay? Happy New Year. 3 weeks later, like I'm a separate human. Like 3 weeks, not a human. Like, I understand she hasn't processed a single emotion, but now what's happened as well is she's actually avoided any of the pain to feel any of the emotion and literally blanked her brain, wiped it clean. In fact, ideally probably did enough narcotics to forget or wipe out or cloud how the whole thing happened even. So The original statement called "I couldn't sleep with anybody ever again." This will take me years to recover, at least from her side. Just complete nonsense. Instead, she's just avoiding the pain, causing brain damage, and getting sexual attention from other people. 3 weeks in, I am so mad because I'm so upset. I feel like this is goes directly into my childhood trauma or some shit, or I feel so fucking rejected. I feel like I've been made a joke of. I feel used. And my fault, I didn't have boundaries and I just wanted to help. I wanted to show the person the world. I wanted to show a person, I was here's how you do this. Taught her things in business, taught her things in life. Really invested a lot of time, hours per day, 2 years straight. And what's worse is she thinks she knows. So after all of this, she's seen me be upset online. So she releases a video. She's like, "Oh, just had the best time at a festival. It's been unbelievable, just unbelievable. But my ex is sad, and it seems like he's in a different place of his grieving. So I know he probably doesn't need me to reach out. It's unfortunate. I think it's going to be a great year." 3 weeks later, I know she's intoxicated. My deathly fear is, I think internally, is that what if it was a joke? What if it's got nothing to do with the narcotics usage? What if it's just yeah, that's it, and done and moved on? She wasn't mentally well. She wasn't she didn't feel her feelings when we went to couples. We had couples therapy. She asked me to. She said her therapist would be useful, and her therapist filmed this. She wanted to show a partner to see if where we're going wrong or what's going on. And she asked me to say how I feel about something, and it made me feel something. And then my partner responded, and then I feel again, and I start crying. And she asked the partner, she's like, "What do you feel when you see your loved one crying?" And she had a blank face. She said, "I feel nothing." We've circled upon narcissism. We've circled upon other stuff. But how can you not feel? And she's chronically insecure. She cries at her own reflection until she gets sexual attention, and then she's okay temporarily. I don't even know where to I'm alone. No friends in my vicinity, at least. Because I travel all the time. Because she was my best friend. I gave her all of it. My close family, somebody has real major health issues. 90% of my business is about to be shut down. I got the news yesterday, so I probably have 3 days. I've lost my best friend, and she's feeling zero emotions. So I feel like really alone, man. Fuck. So that's what's happened. That is what's happened. So, all right. Well, that's what's happened. So, I've done a few things. I've sent her a message this morning asking some questions, saying I need your honest answer on these questions only. It was around being naked, her drug use, if there was any intimate connection with a single other person, and a bunch of other questions. What I've done for myself is I've created questions which I know if any of those answers are not the answers, like, yes, I did have an intimate connection, yes, I ran around naked, or yes, I did X after we spoke about not to do it for years. I know that they in my head will be really good deal breakers, and it'll allow me, in my brain, it will allow me in my brain to cut her off forever. She doesn't deserve me as a fucking friend, dude. She doesn't deserve it. She doesn't deserve to know me, dude. So anyway, I'll ask those questions. I'm gonna wait on that response. Holy shit. Crying on camera, amazing. But like good. Good, because this is what I've been scared of, I think, for the last, 15 years. What I've been scared of has been like, hey, here's what I'm feeling fully. And it feels shit, man. It feels shit because everybody else doesn't show their feelings. They hold it in, they do this little pizzazz, and they're like, let's go, hi, I'm feeling a bit shit about myself, but let's go. They hide all these feelings and pretend like it's all okay while dying inside. And I'm having the courage, in general, over the years, is to feel the feel as it's going. Like, actually to experience and fully feel the emotion. Fully feel, fully experience the emotion, and fully be like, here we are, oh my God, fucking hell, there's some tissues. So, it takes courage. It takes courage to feel your feelings. It takes courage. But also, I get super worried. That they stop me. I get worried that my feelings stop me. And a lot of what was attractive about my ex-partner to me, was that she was emotionless, that she could act without emotion. And it's because she was suicidal. She didn't care about life. She doesn't care about anything. Herself, me, nothing. Anyway. And the fuck thing is I wish I could make people wrong. I wish I could be like, you're an evil person. But I know it's the cards she got dealt. It's the cards she got dealt. It's what she's learned, and it's how she is. That is what's happened. So, I've messaged her. I'm going to get a response. It's going to be fucking emotional. I need to be very careful to not respond emotionally. Inside, I'm so hurt. I want to hurt her. I can't do that because I can't hurt her. All my thing is like, feel my feelings, and she won't feel the feelings. So, cool, right? Wow. So that's step one. Hopefully get a response that will allow me to exit her for the rest of my life. She doesn't deserve me. And somebody was asking it. I think I'd have to charge her $1 million for a week if she wanted to ever rekindle a relationship. Be like, you can talk to me for 1 week straight. I'll arrive to wherever you want. You have to pay me a retainer of $1 million if you want to try and get me back. And that was like 100 grand a couple of days ago. Now it's $1 million. But really, isn't that interesting that I can be purchased? $1 million for a week. Interesting insight. For money, I don't mind going through an emotional ordeal. It's my heart. Is it because I know emotions aren't real? And they're happening to me? Not sure. Point is, horrific. So that's plan one. That will hopefully allow me to fully block her on every social media, everywhere, everything, and stop checking. That will allow me to, she's done, and she's done, you know. I'll then proceed also to take all the photos off my phone. And because she's like narcissistical, what she does is she takes lots of photos to prove that we're having a good time. So she'll take photos when we're not having a good time, make us pretend like we're having a good time and take lots of photos. And then what she does is weeks later, we look at the photos and she's like, oh, look at that, specifically warping her reality to what her actual experience is or what our actual experience is. To say I'm done with love, wow. Oh, buddy. Fucking hell. Yeah, like real done. You know what, I never thought, like, people always say you give too much, whatever it is, right? And I never thought that, like, I was like, all right, worst case, I gave too much. Cool. I helped another human. When I mean I gave too much in relationships and everything, I just try and make the world as easy as possible for the other human. So they have nothing to worry about. Any of their worries are solved. They don't have any worries. I show them how to make money, how to do it easily, how to do it without, like, show them a whole world of where whatever they're interested in, I'll help them achieve it really quickly, really easily. Like, think about it, if people pay me to do that in 1 hour, now imagine having me in a relationship. Well, I was like, well, I'm really good at this and I can have your life be amazing. Why wouldn't I do that? So, that'll be step one. Step two is rebuild my businesses. So that was going to happen anyway, and I was going to expand the businesses. I just didn't know that my income was going to go to zero or like close to zero really quickly from one of those businesses. So That has to be addressed, okay? And then we do the rig, and I'm looking at the rig. And like, the rig is looking good, man. It's looking good. It's looking, I don't know, I feel like it's looking good. Let me see. Like, I should be, I think, I saw it in the mirror today, like I should be relatively happy. I reckon I'm, you know, like not many, I hope you can hear me. I hope, you know, not long to go basically. And I'm looking a lot better, and it's like day 16 or something, or 15. I'm still writing in my diary every day, still trying to support myself, but it's getting fucking hard. So, even the rig isn't making me happy right now. Nothing matters. Like, nothing matters. But I need to assume that at some point, it will matter again. And by then, I'll be like, look, you suffered at that point to get to this level. So, you suffered at some point to get to this level. Good on you. For doing it. And you know, like, here's what I think the cool thing is. It's funny, it's cliche, breakups and then somebody gets shredded, etc. It's like, sounds funny, man. It's fucking horrific. But I've had breakups before. It isn't because of that. The rig was getting done anyway. No one shows that on this road to fucking whatever you want, your dreams, if it's the perfect relationship, if it's the perfect business, if you want to change the world, if you want to live free, if you want to travel, if you want to do all this, no one tells you. No one shows you the path and what it actually looks like. Maybe there's some fucking sick cunts that just fly through, but I haven't heard of it. So the only way emotionally out of this for me, and I can see that, the only way. So I'm seeing this as the only way. So I can't kill the person off. Know too much about humans, love humans too much, can't kill her off. Know why it's happening. Fantastic. Unfortunately, I'm the collateral damage. Yes, please. Fantastic. So I'm the collateral damage. Cool. So that's what's happening there. Good. I need to become a different person. I need to, in a year's time, become a person that looks back at this person a year ago and goes, or the person that was in a relationship with her, and goes, oh, that's cute. I don't even know that Andrew. Like, he was trying, but he was just silly. I want to be so different, so advanced from the human that was there, that it would never even come up in a space for me to have the time or any self-respect to even speak one word to this person. And only then, when I understand that I am completely not that, because that person's life will continue going as they're going. It's completely designed by family upbringing and it's going sort of one way. She's fueling the same like trauma, continuation, etc. Maybe she'll get there in 10, 20 years. Maybe. Don't know. Maybe not. But if I'm a different person then I'll be okay, because I will no longer feel like I will feel like I'm in a new world because I'm a different person, which means I'll be attracted to potentially different people, which means I'll have different opportunities, different life paths, different everything. I will have different things. And that's probably the only way through this. To change from where I am now is pretty fucking like a lot would have to change. Like the rig, I need it to be in the top 0.1% of the entire population. Step one. What that also allows me to do is show really dialed in control, calmness, stability, and be able to feel and express everything as it comes, which I've been feeling and expressing, right? Because a lot of people bottle their emotions and then go eat it later. That's what I used to do, for example. Not knowing. It would be the rig. It would be having a business and how I'd be running it with lots of staff, but also passively, because that person is still stuck on trading time for money, even though we tried to help, etc. And that's kind of the paradigm that we'll be in, where I'm in the business of I build systems and then the systems operate themselves. And then I can go out and do the things that are important to me, which is inspire, lead, etc., connect with people. Obviously fall in love. Looks like I'm not going to be doing that again. So that is where we're at. Thank you for listening today. My emotions are not great, and that will be okay. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. Even though it really feels like it isn't. I feel really, really, really hurt and really, really made a joke of. No one makes a joke of me. No one. And I'm not going to hurt other people. But if you do me wrong, you don't deserve. If you do me wrong, then you have chosen not to be in my life. And if you've been told you've done it wrong and you're still not changing, you have made your choices and your consequences. I don't know how I'll get through this, but I will. And the fact that this is so painful and the fact that I will still be able to get through this is going to be biblical. It's going to be biblical. So here we are. Really, really banned from women. Really banned from women. Holy shit. All right. I love your guts. I'll see you tomorrow. It's raw. It's unfiltered. I hope you got some value out of it. Peace.